Hey guys, I'm your host, Triple C. How's everyone doing today? Today I want to talk about NightForce. Now, 10 characters that I like to see them add to the line, a couple of figures that I like to see brought into NightForce, and some vehicles to add to NightForce, and one wish list. I am. I don't think it'll ever happen, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But there's one wish vehicle for the Night Force line. And like I said, I don't think it will happen, but you never know what the future holds. It could be way down the line it comes out, but I don't see it happening. But I wish that I'd like to see happen. Alright, first we're going to talk about is the 10 figures that could be added to Night Force. These are 10 characters that are already part of Night Force throughout the history of G.I. Joe. First up, we have Hit and Run. Now, Hit and Run's already been out, so all they have to do is repaint them, and we got another Hit and Run for Night Force, which is a cool character. And I think it could be an awesome addition to Night Force. Next up, Night Force Chuckles. I'm surprised we haven't gotten this guy already, but we're probably going to see a regular Chuckles before again. Probably in the 40th anniversary line next year with the retro. But I think Chuckles would be a great addition to Night Force. Then we have Spearhead and Max. Spearhead and Max hasn't come out yet, and to my knowledge, it has not been announced yet. But I would love to see these guys in the Night Force. And it'd be cool to have a Bobcat in as a pet. Then we have Lowlight. Lowlight is another character as a kid. I had the original version, the green with the orange robot. I prefer this version of it. I think it looks better. I think the figure overall looks better as Night Force. And he's a bomb disposal guy. So it's an essential part for Night Force. Lady J, she came in later in line. Now, most of these, half of these figures came later in the line for Night Force past 2000. So, I'm hoping that we see these figures eventually. Night Force Lady J, all they ever do is paint her and give her a gun, and they can give us Lady J. And using the new head from the SoCat. And then Charbroil. Now, the Charbroil I always preferred over Blowtorch. I just like his costume better. His outfit looks more, flamethrower guy, tech guy. And I like him overall better than Blowtorch. And I think he'd be a good fit for G.I. Joe, especially Night Force. And I like his helmet a lot. I think it's really cool, the eyes of the helmet. Then we have Repeater. Repeater is another awesome character from the line. In his original outfit, he could be a Desert Trooper, but in this one, he could be Night Force. And I really think we should get more Night Force characters in the line, and this is a good one to get. And Repeater is a popular character. I think he would be a great fit for Classified. Then we have Night Force Freestyle. Now, Freestyle came in later in the line. She is a pilot, I believe, and I think she'd be a cool fit for the G.I. Joe. It doesn't hurt adding more female characters to the line either. Then we have another favorite of a lot of people's, one that a lot of people want, Muskrat. Muskrat, his invert colors are for the regular version, but the invert in this is Night Force. So I mean, The greens are black, the blacks are green on the regular version. So they can easily do this for NightForce. And I think that'd be an awesome addition to NightForce. Especially for a jungle environment, this is the perfect character for that. Then the last one is Steeler. Now Steeler, we just got in a 2-pack. I think Steeler would be a right figure to put into NightForce. Especially if we get any more vehicles coming up, it'd be a great figure to add. Maybe to the NightForce Triple T if we get that. But this would be a great figure to add. Now there are a lot of air characters that are part of NightForce. But most of those characters I already made customs of. These are the ones I don't have customs of, and I would love to see them in the line. Now, after this, we're going to go to vehicles. But first, the NightForce Flak. I put this in the vehicle department, but it's not a vehicle. But this is a NightForce Flak. It is totally doable for G.I. Joe Classified. Now we're getting the HAL, so that probably be a ways off before we get this. Like the NightForce HAL, which I'd rather just do a NightForce Flak. But this would be a cool thing for them to make. Then we have a Night Ops ATV. I mean, it's just another version of a ferret they could do, just changing up the body a little bit. So I mean, they could easily do this if they wanted to for Classified. And we can never have too many ATVs. The ferret is an awesome vehicle. Now this one is not everybody's favorite. It's the Night Storm, I believe it's called. It's one I've always wanted to own, but I never owned it as a kid. I love all the wheels on it and the bumper. And it's a laser cannon. And has 6 with 3 on each side. Holds 2 characters and more on the sides. I think on the back too. But I'm not sure. I never owned this, so I'm not sure. But I always wanted this vehicle. I think the Night Storm NightForce Persuader would be cool. But, you know, I don't know how popular this vehicle is. Let me know if you guys are interested in this vehicle at all. Is it either Persuader or the NightForce Night Storm? Then we have... Why did I always get this one? It's the NightForce Shark. Night... not Radar, if you use the R, I always forgot. Sorry, but this would be a good one to get in Classified. Now I have a 3D printed one, but I would love to get a official G.I. Joe one. I think this would be a great vehicle for us to get in line. Being we were hinted at the shark coming to the line. This would be a great vehicle to add to NightForce. Then this is another vehicle that is a possibility of coming to the line. The NightForce Night Raider. It is a cool vehicle that you can have Steeler with, or you can have Outback with, or you can have any other character with if you wanted to. But I can't wait to get the Triple T. And the Triple T is the canopy and all the extra on it. I think it's going to be an awesome vehicle. And I would love to see a NightForce version of it. Now, I don't think the ride's going to stick with the new NightForce theme for Classified. I think all this red or orange is going to be gray or black on it. So, just picture that when you see this. Because we have the NightForce motorcycle that came out. Night Pursuit motorcycle, and that had no red on it or orange. But yeah, I think it would be a great vehicle to add to the NightForce team. and they're small enough to put on yourself. So that's why I think these work great. And I think the Persuader is still bigger than the R-Striker. That's why I have it on the list. I think that'd be a decent vehicle to add to um, the group. Now, this is a wish list item. I do not think it's coming to the line. I wish it would come to the line, but I think if you're going to get this at all, I wish we could get the NightForce version of this. I think the black makes it look 10 times better than the original green. Now, hear me out. When you're on the water at nighttime, green is not fading in with the water. Black will. I think the black will work better for a whale, like the Night Striker. But to me, the NightForce version is better, and I'd love to see a NightForce cutter. Now, I don't think this will ever happen, unfortunately. I may have to get this 3D printed eventually, because I would love to have this in my collection. It will be a while before I get it, because it will be expensive. But I love the way this looks. I think this is an awesome vehicle. And I think this should honestly come to the line. But that said, I don't think it will. I think if we get a whale, it'll be the original whale, and it'll be the green one, which I really don't. I'm not a fan of the army green. On certain vehicles, it's fine. It looks good, like on the tanks and on the R-Striker. It looks great. But the whale, I think, it should be a different color. It should be black. Black and gray. All black and gray. That's my opinion. You guys may like the army green, and that's awesome. But for me, I think most military that I know of is dark colors, except for the white, jets that they have, or gray jets they have. But if you want to do stealth, this would be an ideal color too. So that's why. Now, also, there are air vehicles like the Night Ray, the Night Scrambler, and the Night Boomer, and those would be awesome additions to the line also. But this would be my one wish item that I'd love to have. I never had the whale as a kid, and I always wanted a NightForce version. I think it looks a lot better than the green. Alright, now next up, we're going to talk about 5 characters that are going to be added to NightForce that are not part of NightForce. Sci-Fi. I think Sci-Fi would be a great addition to the line. I think Sci-Fi would be a perfect addition of would be an ideal candidate for NightForce. But he's one of my favorite characters too. So, but yeah, I do like NightForce. I do like Sci-Fi a lot. The bright green sticks out a lot. Like exact opposite of him in black would be awesome. Keep all the other color. Just change the green to black, and you got NightForce. Then I have one of my favorite characters growing up, Salvo. We haven't got a Salvo yet. I do hope we do get him eventually. Salvo is an awesome character. There's been like 3 or 4 versions of Salvo. This is the one. These 2 I had before. This one broke, and then I got that one. But I like his weapons better than that one. I do like his case though. So I mean, either one of those versions would be cool. But we have a quad missile launcher already that we could give him instead of the 5. I'd be fine with that too. It came with heavy duty, so that if they wanted to give him that, that'd be fine by me. Keep him as is and then make a NightForce version, because there isn't any other a sub-team version of Salvo, and he belongs in a sub-team. Alright. Next up, I only need one of these in NightForce. Either Lifeline, Doc, or Doc Star Doc. Would be a great addition to NightForce. I think every sub-team needs a doctor on it. And I think any of these work for NightForce. Alright. Then Hardball. Now we're getting Hardball very soon. And I think this would be a great addition to the line. And for NightForce. He only had one figure that ever came out. And I think it'd be cool to give him an extra figure in the line and give him a NightForce version. And I think he'd be a great addition to it. He's a very popular character, so I think he would sell too. And then the last one is Captain Ace. Now this version of Ace is not your typical version of Ace. This one came with the Conquest, I believe. I think. Maybe not. I think it came with this Skyhawk. Either Skyhawk or Conquest. I can't remember. But this version of Ace would be a perfect addition, and it'd be a great to add to the NightForce. Now you're wondering, why would you want to pilot a NightForce? Well, this is why. I wanted them to make a NightForce version of a Skyhawk. Now, I believe the Skyhawk is coming next year, or at least within the next 2 years, and I think we should get a NightForce version of it. The NightForce version of Skyhawk would be a perfect addition to NightForce, being we can't get the Sky Boom. I certainly don't ever see a giant Sky Boom F-14 Tomcat black jet in the line. This would be a great addition. It gives them some flying power along with the NightForce Night Shark. I can't ever remember the name of that one. But anyways, this would be another great addition to the line for NightForce. And I hope that we do get him. I do think he's coming eventually. I just don't know when. But that is all, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below what you want added to NightForce. If you want NightForce to continue. NightForce is my favorite sub-team now. I do still love Tiger Force, and I want the vehicle Tiger Force. But I want NightForce more than that now. And I would love to see them continue with vehicles for NightForce. And adding more characters. Now, we are Psych Out is coming very soon. I missed out on him, so I might have to order him online. Probably on eBay. But yeah. Hang on a minute. So you can see my NightForce. This is everything I have for NightForce. I had 2 NightForce. And I want more of it. This is my main team I play with when it comes to G.I. Joe. And I love NightForce. So, but yeah, I think we should get more of it. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if there's any vehicles that you'd like to see added to NightForce. Or, even the Night Rhino, the Warthog version. It's not officially NightForce, but it kind of is. That'd be a good one to have added to NightForce also. But yeah, me personally, I know a lot of people are into the basic regular Joes, and that's cool. I'm more into the sub teams than anything. I do like my regular Joes also. I have a lot of them, but my passion is the NightForce stuff, and the sub teams, on both sides. Uh, so, but yeah, because I believe that every military organization has factions that they use for certain things. You know, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys like NightForce as much as I do. I know a lot of people are not a fond of repaints, or not fond of sub teams, but to me, they are awesome, and I like them a lot. And I hope this opens your eyes a little bit about different things that could be added to the line. Uh, um, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. You all have a great day, and remember to hit that like button for me, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Triple C signing off. Come on! Oh, I guess. Yo, Joe this time. Bye, guys.